It's been being debated a lot lately. What is real hip-hop? Well, today you get the answer. And if you disagree, well, you're wrong. Welcome to the Street Report.
Incoming transmission.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Scott, John, how y'all doing, man?
We doing good. What's going on, Jack? How you doing, man?
All right, so yeah, I'm on the phone right now with Scott and John of the Light Podcast. This is definitely one of my favorite podcasts, especially dealing with hip hop. And man, you guys are authentic, man. Introduce yourselves.
What's good? What's good? Hey, Jeff. First of all, man, thanks for inviting us on, man. We've been friends for a long time on Facebook, man, and we definitely appreciate what you're doing as well, man. But yeah, my name is Scott Pearson. I'm from New Jersey. My partner, my brother John, we came up with this concept called the Light Podcast. And basically what it is we were tired of complaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we decided to kind of just do something about it. You know, we were already having those conversations that you hear us talking about on the Light Podcast. And we were just like, why don't we just record it and like let the public hear it too? You know what I mean?
Sense.
Because it's important. Yeah, it's important that you talk about it, man, because I think the essence of hip-hop is dying. Hip-hop isn't dying. The essence of it is dying because, no doubt, what's happening is, I think these studio majors, somebody up there came up with this blueprint and was like, this is what hip-hop's going to sound like.
Yeah.
This is what it's going to look like. And everybody kind of was like, oh, okay. That's right. What it is. And it's complete, you know what I mean? Hip-hop, as we talk about on the show, and, John can go on, can go in on it as well. It's born from the struggle. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? It came from those that didn't have instruments. It came from those that didn't have a voice.
Right.
So we made our own instruments. You know what I'm saying? We took the breaks from popular, disco records and jazz records, made our own sound.
Hell yeah.
And took poetry and laid it on top of that, and we gave a voice to those that didn't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And one of the gripes that John and I had was that message part of it was lost. Those icons that we look up to, that family tree, that pedigree.
Yeah.
That's solid. That's solidified.
My name is John L., as I go by on the podcast. And I'm from the 412, that's Pittsburgh, PA. Sixburg, that's the Steelers, you know what I mean? Lord of the Rings. Oh, you got to get that in there. I'm from 15108, that's Coriopolis. Always got to get that in there. Much love to the op. But in my, like I said, man, we used to kick it all the time. This MC, that MC, you know what I mean? The same way MCs kick it about, who they find. And at the same time, like Scott said, we were like, why don't we put this out there and see if anybody can vibe off it? And the first thing we, came to an agreement on, no script. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't want a script. We'll never have a script.
Yeah.
And the only thing we do is we'll pick out an artist, and typically we'll do an artist's debut album, and, we'll listen to it a little bit. Then we just talk about it. And we talk about it like it's two brothers, two cool cats just sitting around, chopping it up about hip-hop while they play some dominoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just sitting out in, just sitting out in the park and just chopping it up about hip-hop, man. Because at the end of the day, this hip-hop thing, it is a culture.
Yes.
And over the last 30 years, this culture has taken over the globe. And I don't think a lot of people really grasp and understand that.
Yes.
So when Scott and I are kicking it, and like when I asked you, Jeff, what's the track about? Because when you think about hip hop, you know what I mean? You think about Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, and you think about the message.
Yeah.
Like you brought up Brenda's, Brenda Got a Baby by Tupac, of course. You know what I mean? There are so many artists out there that to be a dope MC, you must be able to wax poetically about your day. It's kind of like, and for some people, I'm a big Seinfeld fan. That sitcom used to crack me up.
Oh yeah,
And,
still cracks me
and
up.
it's the ultimate, right, you know, it's the ultimate show about nothing. They just talk about their day and then they make it a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Well, to a certain degree, that's a visualization to a certain degree of hip hop. Because to be a dope MC, you must be able to chop it up about what's real to you. That's why you can always tell the studio gangsters, because they don't sound real on the mic.
Yep.
Because only thing you're doing is you're fitting an image that somebody who has no idea what hip hop is telling you what hip hop is, and you're just fitting that image, and somebody else wrote these lyrics for you. You got a stylist, you got somebody to give you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Help get you some street cred, you know what I'm saying? You got this person, you got that person, you know what I mean? You're totally a studio gangster.
No
You know,
doubt.
it's so funny to me that and this is one of the reasons why I don't kick rocking with 50 Cent, because I'm a strong believer of I'm gonna watch what you do versus what you say.
Yeah.
And the imagery of 50 Cent when he first came out was they made him a Latin studio gangster, studio artist. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. They told you, they showed it to you. And you know Dr. Dre is always the one to find that dope beat. You put any beat on by Dre, and you can put a subpar rapper on it, and it's going to sound dope because the beat's by Dre. He's one of those producers that have that say. I mean, that's basically the podcast, man. Just two cool cats, you know, kicking it about their perspective on the state of hip hop, globally, culturally. You know what I mean? The total impact from the roots to where it is right now, and how it can be sustainable.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate how it's really just two dudes discussing it, and you know, it's obviously off script, but at the same time, you know, you do your research, because each podcast where you're talking about an artist, you're really going into depth about that artist, and I know you do your research, but then at least when you come together and you talk about it, you can tell too, it's not like you really went over things and stuff. Y'all are just having a natural conversation, and
Right.
you know, and it's really dope. I mean, like, I really appreciate it because you guys understand what quality hip hop is, and you have a way where you can break it down for people to where, like, because honestly, like, when I have that discussion with people, they're just like, man, you're just an old head, shut up, get out my face. You know, because I'm stuck in my ways and I don't have the same way of communicating it, I guess I should say. And it's hard for me that they even call it hip hop. You know, it's like we really need to we need to have the subgenres and stuff, because trap music, you can't call trap music hip hop, man. I mean, like, they're not putting anything into lyrics.
Like,
that's why they can come out with like 10 mixtapes in a month, you know, because they're not really working on it, you know.
And I don't mean to cut you off, Jeff. You know, I was sitting here the other day, man. You know, I like a lot of my music taste is extremely eclectic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, Scott's the same way. I mean, Scott, you can find Scott listening to some blues just as much as you can find him listening to a Tribe Called Quest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I mean, and you can find him listening to some rock music as well. I mean, we're both on, you know, like I said, our music taste is extremely eclectic. And the other day, I'm coming home from work, and I'm listening to the radio, and all of a sudden they started getting it on house. You know what I mean? The jokes, you know, girl out house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it made me think immediately that when house music came out, when go-go music came out, Miami bass came out, they didn't call themselves hip-hop.
No,
even
that's
though
true.
they kind of sprung out of the hip-hop movement because of the hard bass lines, the 808s, you know what I mean? A lot of those beats, you know, can you feel it?
Yeah.
You know, that's all that's coming through from via hip-hop. You understand what I'm saying? Culture Club, all that's coming through via hip-hop. Herbie Hancock, All that is coming through via hip hop. So, but they didn't call themselves hip hop. Called themselves Miami Bass. So you got Uncle Luke down there.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Even though Luke is hip hop,
Right.
but when Luke tells you about his music, his samples, that's Miami Bass.
Yeah. Well, and especially
You know what I'm
like
saying?
everybody else that poured out of there, like DJ Magic Mike
Right.
and like Bass 305 type stuff.
Right.
You know, yeah. I mean, that's
There
definitely
you go.
like,
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Jess, so Scott and I were having that conversation on the last podcast that we did that we're about to release with one of our exclusive artists. That can I say it real quick, Scott? Yeah, Scott's chocolate. You're about to. Jeff's telling you right now, man. Scott is a producer on the rise, yo. When you hear this exclusive, I can't give you the name of the track right now and who the track's by because it's about to drop within the next 72 hours for us. But it's a TLP exclusive in connection with Scott Pearson doing the beat,
Man.
aka Scott Chocolate.
okay.
But no, yeah. Just getting back to your point, sorry for getting off the topic, but if these new cats just called it something else,
Yeah.
you said, trap,
Right.
you know what I mean? Just keep it there. Just keep it there. Don't call it hip hop.
Please
because
don't
when you
call
call it hip hop. It's like that. It's like that kid with I don't even want to say his name. The kid with the freaking little beads in his hair.
Yo, man, that's like 30 dudes right now, man.
Right.
Well, what's it, Yachty or Young Yachty, whatever his name is?
Lil Yachty.
Little Yachty. I don't know whatever his name is.
Whatever.
But I saw him in an interview, man. And dude was going there talking about you old heads just need to shut up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hip hop's not the same anymore. We've taken it over. I don't have to spit a raw 16 anymore. I can just let the beat go and I can just say one word over and over and the party's turned. Dude, that's not hip hop. That's Herbie Hancock.
You know.
Check out Rocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wasn't hip hop.
Yeah.
So you're not talking about hip hop. You're speaking about I'm a rock star. If that's what you want to call yourself, then call yourself a rock star. And say you're making rock music that has a hip hop or R&B influence, but don't call yourself hip hop because you're not hip hop. And you're making hip hop look stupid. You're making yourself look stupid. And in the end, hip hop is going to weed you out, and you're going to be finished before your sophomore album.
No doubt.
Let's hear that joint. Let's hear that sophomore joint.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And you talk about hip hop ain't dead. I want Scott.
Right. So, all right. So I'm gonna go back to one thing that you said.
Yeah.
And it was one of the things that you said to me, a while ago actually, and it resonated with me so deep, man, because I was kicking around a concept in my head.
Yeah.
You said, hip hop. You said hip hop isn't dead. If anything, it's in the platinum age.
Yeah.
And we were just chatting. We were just chatting on Facebook, and I was so happy you said that, man, because I felt that way, and I think I told you that. I felt that way 100%, man.
Yeah.
There's so much dope hip hop out. It's ridiculous.
Really is, man.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing, and if to kind of bridge off of what John was saying, what boggles my mind is that the public is so duped and so tricked, and we say it over and over and over on our podcast, into thinking that what they hear on the mainstream, I'm talking about the radio, the BET Awards, VH1, all that nonsense, they think that that's everything that hip hop has to offer. That's what they think that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I could bridge off of what you guys are saying about Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, and all them dudes on the XXL cover, my thing is this, man. Like, I started getting real angry about what I was hearing. Like, I was becoming like grumpy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is whack, this and that.
Yeah.
And then like I had an epiphany. I was like, you know what, man? Let them little dudes have their moment. And just like what you said about calling the hip hop, creating another subgenre, no, don't call it hip hop. Call it something else. If you call it something else, you can call it whatever you want to. Bro, I got love for you.
Right.
Yeah. Bro, do your thing. Do your thing.
I mean,
Right.
Yeah. Do your thing. Just stop calling it hip hop. If you call it, trap, or trap and bullshit, whatever you want to call it, bro, I would be, hey, do your thing, Lil. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing,
Yeah.
youngin'. But they calling it hip hop and they're trying to fit a piece into our culture that does not fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's why we're up in arms. because it's like, yo, what you doing?
Right.
You know, this is not fit the pedigree.
Have you seen The Light, or better yet, have you heard it? If not, get over to iTunes and subscribe. You will not regret it. Now let me go straight into my interview with King Killer, Kurt G, and E Color of the Hip Hop Digest Show.
So I'm on the phone right now with E Color, King Killer, and Kurt G. And these guys are the Hip Hop Digest. And I've been a fan myself for quite a long time. I've been listening to you guys and really get into what y'all do, and I appreciate the way y'all break it down for everybody, but especially these young folks that may not know the history of hip hop, may not have an understanding or a respect of where it came from and the building blocks that it took to get it to where it is today. And so I wanted to sit back and first of all, what were your first music influences and your first hip hop influences as far back as you can remember? So any one of you guys that want to pick that up?
Well, I know my first music experience was with my grandmother when I was like young, and I was a buck. And I used to be listening. She played James Brown and Otis Redding and all that early stuff, and I was just amazed, just sitting there watching the 45s on the turntable, like, man. Yeah. And see my grandma just getting her little boogie on. But she used to love, especially from Smokey Robinson. Nobody couldn't tell her shit about Smokey Robinson. She loved herself from Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
And as far as hip hop goes, I really can't say the exact first time I fell in love with hip hop, but I just knew that hip hop was just me. It felt like that was me and what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And when I first, I guess, knew that hip hop was my lane, it's probably Rakim.
Yep.
When Rakim came out with his first album, that was like, I was like, damn, this is ridiculous. This is crazy.
Incredible.
And I guess that's my fall in love moment exactly right there, when Rakim's first album came out. But I loved hip hop before that, but I really just fell in love when Rakim came out.
Yeah, I can feel that. That was definitely my first influence to start rhyming myself. I remember when Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em came out. And that was when I was like, man, listen to the way this dude is putting together these words. I got to do this, you know.
Rakim is the master.
Absolutely,
He's
man.
the master.
To this day.
So for me, I think it was music has always been like a part of my life. I think like even in my early days, again, listening to the whole Motown thing and all that 70s music, you know, that 70s soul, and even, you know, soft rock from back in the day.
Yeah.
My upbringing, you know, music was a way for me to escape. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of music, not just one specific kind of music, but all of it. Like even the Carpenters or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just loved it. Music just took me away from some of the stuff, you know, growing up that wasn't so free. So anyway, in my like early teen years, hearing some of that stuff coming out of New York, you know, the Grandmaster Flash, and Series 5, and all that, you know, Showdown, and all that kind of music, and Curtis Blow, I was just like, wow, what is this? I mean, it just really attracted me because it was something that was so different than all the other stuff. Even though, you know, music is basically poetry, all songs are poems,
right?
Music. It was just the way that rappers were doing it. It just like caught my attention because it was different. They weren't like singing per se, but they were, you know, telling stories and you know, just being braggadocious and all that kind of stuff. And it just grabbed me, and it never let go.
Yeah.
For my experience, it would be kind of like in two parts because we lived with my grandmother first. My grandmother had the big long console with this single blue light in the front of it. And what was on that jukebox was Ray Charles all day, every day. I mean, so my grandmother was a big Ray Charles person. So Ray Charles was like that first thing. And then secondly, my mother, as a young woman, used to work at a record store. and she would come home from the record store and have a record every day. And so Al Green was the man. I mean, everybody else was cool, Earth, Wind & Fire, and anybody you can think of. You know, I'm at that age, but Al Green, I just remember it seemingly like, 12 inches high of Al Green 45s. So that was pre-hip hop. I would say my first experience with hip hop, I didn't even know it was hip hop. A guy who lived across the street from me came over with his boombox, and he's playing a tape, but the tape isn't like played in the way that I've heard other tapes being played, because it sounded like it was a live party. And the only thing I remember about the tape, it had a date on it, the year date, 1977, live at the T-Connection. So I was 10 years old. I didn't know that is what it was. I know it just sounded different than just music I had heard prior. So that was my first hip-hop experience. I would say first love. I don't know, I'm torn. I guess I was a kid who was, a big Run DMC guy for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
At least the first new school, Run DMC, Houdini, Fat Boys. But I guess kind of like Kurt G, I think I'm a product of like an 87, situation. So it's probably between, Boogie Down Productions, or Public Enemy or Rakim.
Yeah.
That's where my love came.
Yeah. What do you consider to be a culture vulture?
Somebody that's in it just for the money.
All right. So race doesn't really pertain to that.
Yeah, culture vulture, actually, that's a pretty good topic, because I know white guys may get labeled as a culture vulture. Generally, again, a culture vulture is strictly for money. There's plenty of African Americans who are in rap music who can be labeled culture vultures to varying degrees. That is something that on our show especially, race doesn't really play a role, I mean, it may play a role if that offends you. Like if you're a rapper and you're like, I don't like Euro Drew, the white guy, he think he Nas or something like that, he's a culture vulture. Well, not necessarily. Not when you have other people, your peers. I'm just using Fetty Wap as an example. I mean, he's not an MC, and you can't get mad at Drew or Mac Miller or anybody else and call them a culture vulture due to race.
Right.
So that really doesn't fly on our show.
Straight.
No, it doesn't sound our show. Especially if you listen to the show, it. Especially the music that I play at the end of the show, at least 60 to 70% of the music I play at the end of the show, there's a white guy involved in the tracks that he played at the end of the show.
Yeah.
So there's really no color line for us. Hip hop is hip hop. If you're making it good, I don't give a damn where you're from. Just landed here from Mars. If your shit is tight, I'm fucking with it.
Oh yeah.
That's just me.
Oh yeah. Because a lot of times, I hear people tell the story of Def Jam and talk about LL and talk about Run DMC and talk about how great Russell Simmons is, and then completely gloss over the fact Rick Rubin, like as if he never existed. Like,
right.
It just doesn't feel right to me. You got graffiti artists like Scene, they were on the scene way back then, I mean.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that the problem is people tell you the story about Def Jam from the perspective of who they seen.
Yeah.
They always see Russell.
That's true.
They always see, and a lot of times it's an African-American face. You hear about these guys' African-American face. I don't care if it's Russell or anybody else. That's who you don't see Rick Rubin.
Yeah, he
Rick
plays
Rubin
the
was a quiet
background.
guy in the background.
Yeah.
Rick Rubin is like Pharrell's Chad. Yeah, nobody really saw Chad. Chad was making beats too.
It's true, yep.
Right. And it's funny you said that about Rick Rubin. We just talked about LL Cool J's the 30th anniversary of Radio.
Yeah, Radio, man.
And that entire album is produced by Rick Rubin, except for one Jazzy J remix track.
Yep. And I think
Rick Rubin is an important part of Def Jam.
Yeah,
there would be no Def Jam without Rick Rubin.
absolutely.
So for every Leo Cohen, there's 5 or 6 black or African American, whatever you want to call it, just fucking up the culture, and we can call it culture. So
we gonna say it ain't about color.
Yeah.
Not for us. Culture vulture ain't got nothing to do with color, bro. It's about are you repping hip hop or not?
Right. You got rock, but you've got punk rock, you got classic rock, you got alternative rock, and it's like everything gets labeled hip hop, and a lot of that shit is not hip hop. So I would love to see things branch out. How do you feel about that? Like creating new divisions of hip hop and saying, okay, well, this is trap, and I feel it's starting to separate a little bit, but still yet, if you're gonna do an award show for any of it, it's all a hip hop award show, and the clowns might win the award. You know what I mean?
Oh, they do win the award.
Yeah.
There's some might in there. They do win it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
We've been on that lane for a while.
Yeah, I think right. I think you would be surprised. I think the kids now are labeling it themselves. The last couple of weeks we've been talking about a term we've been hearing, post lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, I think the kids themselves, even they're starting to realize that, you know what we do isn't necessarily rap or hip hop. And I think the ones who are forward thinking, maybe thinking about really carving out a niche for themselves because they're not hip hop, I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
We've been featuring some unknown young guys, happen to be from the South, but it really doesn't matter where you're from, who are embracing lyrics in a big way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think you'd be surprised. I think it may hit quicker and more suddenly than anybody realizes.
Yeah.
The changeover.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
Can't come quick enough for me.
Seriously. But I'm starting to definitely see it on the, like not on the surface, but just below the surface, where you got this young cat like Afro coming out. Joey Badass been out.
Afro's nice.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And, I'm starting to see a little bit more cat and also bringing back scratching, which is beautiful to me because that was an element that I saw drop out kind of a long time ago. And I've been real disappointed because, it really started with the DJ. How are you going to cut out the DJ? So to me, scratching is an element that's got to be there. If I can listen to your whole album and I don't hear one cut, it might be a great rap album, but I don't know if I can consider it a hip hop album. How y'all feel about that?
I'm really torn between that. I like lyrical niggas, so if you're actually bringing lyrics to the table,
yeah,
even if you ain't got a DJ on your shit, I might actually give you a pass on that. But yeah, I do feel you on the fact that DJ started this shit, and I love hearing records with cuts on it.
Yeah, I agree with Kurt G. I'm a guy who loves to hear, somebody cutting and scratching, whether it's the hook or otherwise. Wow. I don't know if I would go that far and not calling it hip hop, because I think there's maybe some other intrinsic value that could be applied to that. But nonetheless, I think at a minimum you probably should at least have a DJ. Now, you may not have a DJ as a part of your group, but certainly in your production
tracker,
right? Yeah, exactly.
Engineer might bring in a DJ post production or something, but at least it gives it that sound.
Hip hop is a feeling that you get. When you hear it, you know it.
For sure.
Right. You be like, oh yeah, that's it right there.
It's like your head starts bobbing by itself. Like.
Oh yeah, you get that ugly face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You see like, damn, that's crazy.
Let me get my neck brace out.
Catch that feeling.
Because we always had the hip hop digest. Whenever we got together and started talking like at like functions, we'd be at Idris' house or over here at L's house or at my house at a barbecue or anything. We just sit around and the discussions that you hear on the show, there's a lot of times with the discussions that we would have about hip hop.
Yeah.
Just talking. And that was just what we were doing. We've been doing the show's actually been around as long as we've been knowing each other. So right. And then Idris came with the idea of doing the show, and at first I was just the engineer. It was just going to be Idris and King Killer doing the show, and I was just the engineer, so that was what I was doing. But then he seen the opportunity at XM, and we all got on it and tried to get a show on XM. They fronted on us, but we were early, we were new, just getting started, and they wanted some flash, so that didn't happen.
Right.
They wanted some names.
Right, they wanted names.
We used to talk about wishing that we could do our own show some kind of way, pirate radio, and just, really promote real good hip hop music.
Yeah.
So, you know, with the internet, along came, you know, these things, and I was like, yo, I'm falling across something called a podcast. What's a podcast? And I'm starting, you know, doing a little research on it. So I found one, I ain't gonna lie, I wish I hadn't found that one that we got on from the beginning. But we found that joint, and we did a good 100, 200 shows on there, right, fellas?
So we did quite a few shows on there. It was the Podomatic we was fucking with.
Yeah, Podomatic, and I'm mad at them because they won't give us our...
They jacked us, yeah. They jacked us,
yeah. So once we realized what was cracking, did some more research and found out a way to do our own thing, invest in ourselves and our website and everything else. So here we are today. People listen to us.
Kurt G, you got your shit together. Albums of the week.
If you haven't subscribed to the Hip Hop Digest show, get over to iTunes and subscribe. These guys are just crazy. I got one more interview to do. This is with the Lords of Ale. Okay, this is a dope group out of San Antonio, Texas, consisting of Why-Blazy-Jamar Equality, and probably the sickest producer right now for raw hip hop in the United States of America, Mr. Ruler Y.
What have I done, Lord, to deserve this misery? What have I done, Lord, to deserve?
So right now I'm sitting down with Blazy, Ruler Y, and Jamar Equality.
Peace.
Lords of Ale.
Lords of Ale.
The Lords of Ale.
New-ish. Dropping hot.
All right, so Ruler Y, man, you've been making a name for yourself. You got a hell of a camp together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of which, for all fair intents and purposes, I'm a part of. And man, I know I'm hella proud to be in this crew, you know. And it's like everybody that I've met so far is just like insane with the lyrics.
Yeah.
And you're crazy
It's
with
a
the beats.
prerequisite.
I believe so, man. I'm getting that feeling. So, from what I understand, I spoke to you before. You weren't even really into hip hop as a youngster. Or?
Nah. I was into like drawing and like just being like regular and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I was into skateboarding, and then probably like the people I was around were they got me kind of into hip hop, like playing it in the car and shit.
Yeah.
I was 11 to like 15 is when I skating. Started doing music like pretty much like maybe junior year. That's when I stopped skating.
Junior
I got
high
into
school.
music. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And who first got you into that?
Shit, Destroyer. I'll give him credit for that.
Mr. Destroyer.
Yeah.
Who'd you meet here first? Jamar, right?
By the way, I just wanted to say, large up, Destro, wherever he's at.
Yeah, what up?
Large him up.
Large
Oh
him.
yeah.
Big ups.
Yeah, he's the one who linked us.
Yeah, actually,
He
you were
linked
gonna
us
ask me that question. I went to high school with Destroyer.
Like that alternative school, right?
Yeah, it was some fun. It was some weird, dude.
right?
It was some weird fucking school. Are we cool with that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was some weird school. And actually, what's crazy was he was listening to MF Doom.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you listen to that? And he's like, yeah. So then we started like vibing on like common music interests. And one time like he ended up taking me over to like Ruler's place, and it was pretty much like history from there. We all like linked up. That was the first one. That was like one of two that we ended up doing. Man, it was just crazy how like we all got together.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like music legit brought us, together like that, and it was kind of like he was a mastermind of that at the time. Destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought
He
us
even
all
did the
together.
first beat. Yeah, he produced the first beat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So, because you weren't even in the producer, you weren't even in nothing.
Nah, he kind of showed me all that shit.
Wow.
Okay. He showed me MF Doom, like you said, Bill, Necro.
So Destroyer is that dude.
Yeah.
He knew. He's
he
like,
came up with all like a lot of the names and
he knew all the ill shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Destroyer is the dude.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you first started getting into it, then what was the first tool you used?
Reason.
It was Reason 4, right?
Reason.
Was it 4 or was it
2 or 3?
It was fucking Reason.
It was Reason. Old Reason.
Yeah. Who cares which one?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the first album actually, well, we were using Reason, but I had this little Korg pad control at the time.
Yeah.
So a lot of the like kicks and snares and stuff from some of the
he did
joints
did some production as well.
Were done on the little Korg pad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we all kind of dabbled in it, trying to like just be a part of it.
Yeah, we were just messing around trying to like be tight.
Right.
Like trying to be dope.
Yeah. So when Blazy come into the fold,
Shit. Ish brought you over.
Yeah, for sure.
Ish brought you over. He was like, yo,
whatever happened to Ish?
Yeah, whatever happened to Ish?
Wu-Tang, some shit. I don't know what he said, some shit. You came by and
Yeah. He hooked me up with Gluer.
Yeah.
Shit. It was a long time ago, and I was like, man, I was trying to make beats myself, and I bought myself a rolling keyboard and an MPC 1000, but they weren't coming out as hot as Rulers, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Nah, not even close. And like, plus, I always like to rapping is my first and main strong point.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I don't feel like being a producer and shit.
Yeah, I hear you.
And Ruler just has like 100,000 fucking bangers in his computer right now. So
yep. Absolutely. Every time I'm around the dude, he plays me like 100 beats, and I swear every one of them is just, you can't stop bobbing your head, man.
How did you find the time to listen to 100 beats first off?
Dude, I'm telling
Every
you.
session.
Well, it's not like we go through the whole beat.
I know,
no?
I just fucking.
7 Rings of Sound.
Equal opportunist. I be that crazy nigga hopping the VU with 80 figures, flip, switch, blaze, grenades, techniques, they mad, hilla, hot fire spitter, channel chakra, the neurotransmitter, cynical, sinister, kicking minerals at your militia, lyrical villain, injected flow, dirty syringes, pay close attention, I'm blessed with the hands of magicians, Netherland inhabitant aboard my battleship, crashing the craftsmanship of niggas plotting my banishment. You a beast in the jungle of MCing? I'm a motherfucking poacher and I think it's rapper season. Butcher Brown thesis, Mr. Whack Flow meat grinder. One man orchestra play death notes in C minor. Aerial assault elite rhymer. Precision flow, I'm also with the beat. My executions be discreet timing. Phony balonies get lynched when they hang. Set you ablaze and wrap your corpse up in linens and things. Vultures flock, we gonna torch your spot. Torture hip hop, you best stop or kick rocks. Vultures flock, we gonna torch your spot. Torture hip hop, you best stop.
Yo, we in here, and we ain't going nowhere. Slaughtered so many crews of blood is in the air. Swing the mighty double edge, start dropping heads. Show no mercy upon my enemies. Cannons fire off magnanimous energy. Double arm bandit, blasting heavy-handed. Decorated gold soldier, heartless, doing damage. Platoon general, whole fought with assassin armies. Didn't see it coming till after we started swarming. Attacking quickly, soon as the sun falls. Every one of us, strapped to the teeth, ready to brawl. You're fucking with carnivorous packs of wild wolves. Leave no man standing in iron duels. Keep chemicals balanced through a complex formula. Intense like solar rays, pissing the cornea. I'm warning ya, you catch a snipe round.
Vultures flock, we gonna torch your spot. Torture hip hop, you best stop or kick rocks. Vultures flock, we gonna torch your spot. Torture hip hop, you best stop.
You best stop, or beware the red dot. That'll make the heart in your chest stop. You get rocked like crazy legs through the upward rock. The entity's been here since the days of Chubb Rock and Howie T. Now we see who's the true master. Vultures flock over the corpses of you bastards. Stealthy rockin' joints like the Lizard King. I split your spleen, I'm clean, Mr. Listerine. Speak a span, pick your band to dismantle. Blow out the candles at your vigil. Fuck acting civil, smooth criminal. Slice MCs to best without the kibble. I chop you right down the middle. Look at ye murdering MCs. Gives me wet dreams, critical beatdowns. Keep the set G. And more love, you get no love from the clique. You chumps best to stop and quit, bitch.
Vultures flock, we gonna torch the spot. Torch your hip hop, you best stop or kick rocks. Vultures flock, we gonna torch the spot. Torch your hip hop, you best stop.
I push commercial niggas over the edge, but don't get sad, I'ma do it for they fans to show them what's really mad, huh? It's not a game, I'm a player, hater for show. Check the peep home, see my foot kicking the dough. I wear rhymes around my waist, keep bullets in the Glock. Pull them out, stick him in the mouth, fire the shot, pop. You best stop messing with niggas like us. We punch you through different colors and have you looking like a fire truck. We keep it real and put the pedal to the metal and save the ammunition for rappers to want a battle. Fuck the fame, we kick it for the low budget environment. Buy a pistol for 50 cents, keep loading and firing it. It's TC from the dark side of the planet. Call them whatever you want, but notice the man of granite. Universal soldiers, yeah, we form like loyalty troops. And even when we dead, you see us in the casket salute. What?
Oh yeah, but Blazy, he came in like even after our first like official. What was that? Our second project. He came afterwards.
Yeah.
So we
I was there during it, but
what, during Seven Rings?
yeah. But I just wasn't on the mic.
You were like
I was just in the background.
he was like the tail end of that.
The creeper looking over your shoulder.
And then then we did mad shit with him. Like he got 2 fulls and an EP.
Yeah.
He's a part of the new stuff now. We're doing EPs and shit. And Jamar got ill shit too. He's got so much shit in the stash. It's ridiculous. So we gotta figure out how to get that out right, properly.
Jamar is crazy sick, man.
I've
just been listening to more and more of his stuff, and it's blowing me away. That's hot shit, man, for real. It's like there's a lot of cats that can deliver one hot track, but it's like everything in the rule of our camp is just hot. Like you can listen to nothing, like CD after CD. It's like everyone is hot. Like how you keep that up, man?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, you're like a magnet. That's what I was trying to say. Is like Ruler is just like a magnet for this talent.
What's crazy is like I mean, from my personal standpoint, I like to relate it in a sense of like we all are kind of on the same accord before we even touch something together. Like a joint, whatever you want to call it. And the energy is like constantly reciprocating, and it just constantly like builds and rises. So it's like it's almost effortless to make just compose something that's above average. I'll say above average.
Oh well,
I like, for example, like when I'm in the studio with Blazy, like I'm the type of cat that doesn't like. I never like to go first. And it's always because like I don't know. I just feel like it builds up like the anticipation for I guess people who are maybe fans of Jamar Equality. Like knowing that like we're all together, like that's part of it, and then I really just kind of just don't like that. I want to be like the last dude that comes in and shuts down and like closes out.
He can do that too. He does it.
So I'm just
very much on occasion.
I've gotten very accustomed to like not going first. So usually like by the time everybody else has gone and done their thing, like I've just soaked up all their energy. Like I'm just ready to like go in.
Well, and that's another thing about I guess the group being more tight knit is that everybody does vibe off of each other, and especially off the beat itself. It's like the beat itself is that foundation.
This is really like a half of what it was. What the original Everybody? There was a lot of heads involved.
Really?
It was crazy. We would all session together too.
The Vultures was like a 7-man group. Seven man. It was myself, Blazy, Ruler, Ruin, 7-ish, Destroyer, and Stealth Entity.
Man.
I mean, that's the cream of the crop of San Antonio.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's why I seeked you out. You know what I mean? Like, I took my son to the basketball game, and my man Blazy, he's coaching my kid, right? Yeah. But he's got the Ruler Y shirt on, and I recognized that because I grew up listening to Mad One. Mad One was like a real inspiration for me.
Large up wig. Big
wig,
man.
For sure. Yeah.
But he was a huge influence on me, actually, because when I was young and developing my craft, you know, I was listening to the Third, and man, love them dudes.
A whole lot of shit I'm gonna get off my chest and listen. A whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we on our own shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Third shit. Fuck the rest of your shit.
Shake the world.
Keep running your mouth. I got something for that too.
Shake the world. 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 Shake the world.
Always wanna hate my shit.
Shake the world.
Always wanna ride my dick.
Shake the world.
Always wanna hate my shit.
Shake the world.
Always wanna ride my dick. I'ma do what I do. Say what I say. Wig ain't the play to play. Able to slay. Cable to K. Frying like fillet of the day. It's hot when you headed my way. Dead it away. Look like a federal face and never replace the real. While you spit at a regular pace, affecting your base and camp. Blaze your amp. Take a whole lot just to raise a champ. Tramp. Dumb hoe got some nerve. Too many tickets, so I drop one bird. Whole lot of biters, just 1/3. With pack heat, killing my guns burn. When niggas try to jack all funds I earn, I'ma have to set them all straight like a perm. This is y'all year, nigga, wait y'all turn. I'm a little light, long like George Burns. Concerned, y'all niggas really should be. New millennium, nigga, this is 3D on your ass, nigga.
Shake the world, we finna shake the world. Shake the world, we finna shake the world. Shake the world, we finna shake the world. Shake the world, we finna shake the world.
Always wanna hate my shit.
We finna shake the world.
Always wanna ride my dick.
We finna shake the world.
Always wanna hate my shit.
We finna shake the world.
Always wanna ride my dick.
Shake the world.
Always wanna hate my shit.
Shake the world.
Always wanna ride my dick.
Shake the world.
Always wanna hate my shit.
Shake the world.
Always wanna ride my dick. Nigga, get up. Too hot not to rock with us. Get lit up. Get high, burn that shit up. Finna get it crunk. Whole world getting hit up. 3RD, turn that shit up. Spit up the type of shit that strike a nerve. Mix up the minds of those that like the herbs. Whole show love cause we fly the girls. Give a fuck when them haters don't like the third. I just reach cock back, aim, squeeze, blast off. Killing all the gimmicks that them niggas gassed off. I'm realer than your killing image, nigga, back off. Be you, see you, and laugh my ass off. Grab all your cars, your cribs, get all your hoes. Dog, your squad, your click, get your fofo, get your gold. Your platinum plaque saying you don't. Get your ass off the mic with them whack ass flows.
Shake the world, shake the world, we finna shake the world. 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 We finna shake the world. Shake the world, we finna shake the world. Shake the world, we finna shake the world. Shake the world, shake the world, we finna shake the world. We finna shake the world. Shake the world. We finna shake the world. Shake the world, we finna shake the world. Finna shake the world. Yeah.
That third.
Shake the world.
That third.
Finna shake the world. Shake the world. Finna shake the world. Shake the world. Finna shake the world. Shake my world. Finna shake the world. Fuck around my dick, girl. Finna shake the world. Finna shake the world.
So you know, I looked up to him, and as soon as I started seeing them Ruler Y stickers, I noticed the beats were like getting crunk. I'm like, man, what is this, dude? Where are you getting these beats?
That's pretty amazing. You know, it is kind of a small world out there, a little bit, as far as the real hip hop music scene.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember he comes up to me and he's like, "What you know about Ruler Y?" And I was like, "Well, what do you know about Ruler Y?"
Yeah, you know.
And he's like, "Man, he makes some fucking badass stuff, you know." And I was like, "Yeah, man, check it out, you know."
Yeah.
Thanks for being a listener.
Nah, he was like, well, let me introduce you. Or you know, I think I spit the flow for you before you decided to introduce.
Yeah, we were rhyming. We were
giving like preliminaries or something.
Yeah, you know, I had to show him something. You know, I had to show him something.
Through the ringer.
Yeah. So, but nah, it's neat how like everybody seems to be dope. You know, I haven't heard nothing yet from you guys. It's not.
What's crazy is getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I would like to speak on that for a second.
Go ahead.
Do it. I want to say that just from like my end of the spectrum, I can remember back in 2007 when we did From Parts Unknown, and I really felt like we had like a lot to prove, you know what I mean? Because we were like the new heads in town.
Right.
So if we were gonna even step to anybody, it needed to be like A1 from the get-go.
No doubt.
And Destroyer was I was always finding myself trying to like keep up with that guy.
Man.
He's a goddamn like freight train.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of times like that entire era from there till, you know, we went from 3 dudes to 7 dudes, like that was just me trying to keep up for one, and then trying to find what it was that I was trying to become, like, you know, just as an MC. So I went through so many different phases back then, and it wasn't until I want to say a little after my first EP, which is Sit Rep, that I started to notice like you know, where I was taking myself.
Yeah.
Like who I was, you know, molding myself into, like lyrically, and you know, just as an MC. And maybe it's a confidence thing. Maybe it was a confidence thing at the time, but like that whole like being, you know, challenged, you know, by my brothers, and I was gonna say like just like growing as an artist, like trying to keep up and stuff like that. I don't feel that anymore. They have helped me grow in a way like I've found myself, so it's like I no longer need to take baby steps and like try to follow leads, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It's incredible because like the past few projects that I've done recently, like I have never felt better about making music than, you know, than those projects.
Yeah.
Like walking on my own too, basically.
Awesome.
I have 2 Do More mixtapes, which are just me rhyming over MF Doom beats, because who fucking doesn't like MF Doom beats?
Oh yeah, man, for real.
It was an idea that I actually got like purely out of like boredom and hiatus.
Yeah.
The first one I wrote it within like 2 days.
Nice.
The second one was like maybe a week.
Yeah.
But you know, I was just, you know, I had nothing else going on. From that point on, like I've felt really good about who I am as an artist and stuff like that. And I have, you know, these guys to thank for that. Because I probably wouldn't be, you know, where I am now if it wasn't, you know, for them like just being so goddamn raw. Like
no, I hear you. I hear you, because that's part of what I get out of it is I'm really dealing with a lot of dudes that are better than me, and I prefer to hang out with dudes that are better than me than to hang out with some weak motherfuckers.
Exactly, dude. Skateboarding is just like that.
Yeah.
Like back when I used to skateboard, and I used to hang out with like a bunch of cats that like, you know, were on good times and stuff like that. And like just being around those cats, like it kind of drives you to want to be like a better skateboarder.
Definitely.
And I was like doing shit that like I wouldn't normally be doing by myself. You know what I mean? Like, just I don't know. It's just something about the atmosphere, and like, you know, just what. Like
there's energy.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's the same thing with music. Like
I definitely feel like I became too comfortable being the best rapper that I was ever around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you're like that, when you're sticking around a bunch of dudes that you're better than, you're not bettering yourself, because
it's like a law, you know, got to surround yourself with better
definitely,
people, smarter.
Yeah, definitely.
And
you always keep getting better too.
Yeah, that's true too.
The camp is always evolving. Like
that's why I hate, you know, when people try to make that argument that like hip hop's for kids. I'm like, no, there's a mature lane, you know.
Maybe the hip hop nowadays is for
you know, but definitely like
kids.
When we were kids.
Yeah,
you know, the kids that grew up on it, you know what I mean? Like, we've matured, and, you know, it's like this whole mature class now that really appreciates good hip-hop. So I feel like the mature lane is there.
Too is like the OGs are getting in their 50s and 60s.
Yeah,
and shit, you know? It's the first time old heads are hip-hop heads.
Yeah, definitely.
It's dope.
Yeah, it is.
And they're like, kind of like the executives of companies and shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's a whole new thing.
Absolutely. Yeah,
it's dope.
Definitely. So Jamar, what made you get into hip hop in the first place? Like,
man, that's hey, you know what? This is a wild story, and I'm gonna tell this shit, and you guys are gonna get this right now.
Let's go.
All right, so I was in 8th grade actually. I went to Woodlake Middle School.
Okay.
And I remember one day my mom's boyfriend had picked me up from school. Like I didn't ride the bus that day because usually I would just ride the bus. You know, they drop you off like at your subdivision and you just go. Yeah. But he picked me up one day and so I grabbed my things and like I got in the car and he had this record on and I was like almost instantly blown like back by like what I was hearing, like just as far as like lyrical content was involved. Like I was trying to understand what the hell it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I asked him, I was like, is this like the radio or what the situation is? He's like, nah, it's a CD. So I asked him, who is it? And that's when he says Rakim. So I was like, I didn't know who Rakim was at the time. I was kind of like,
same dude that got me into it, man.
This guy sounds like pretty nuts. So
yeah,
on the ride home.
Let me ask you what song it was.
I can't remember which one it was exactly. Yeah, but the 18th letter was the album.
18th letter. Okay,
yeah, 18th letter so we were riding back to the house. So when we got out, I was like, yo, can I borrow this?
Yeah.
He was like,
hell no.
Yeah, he was like, nah, you can have it. So I was like, oh,
nice.
Yeah, he gave it to me.
Quite a gift.
Man, that was back in the day when you had those little fucking radios with the CD and the tape player on it.
Right.
With the batteries and all that shit. So like, man, the second I got that album in my hands, I every day, dude.
Yeah.
Every day. I learned like every song.
And he drops
on that
mad
album.
jewels up in that.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't until I got to When I'm Flowing.
Yeah.
Like that was the set off. I was like,
Really?
you know what? I think I want to try and do
For me, it was Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em.
Yeah.
First time I heard Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em, man, just the way the drums were, and then his rhymes, man, I was like, who the fuck rhymes like this?
Yeah, and that was back then, but when I didn't understand the terminology he was speaking, I was still vibing off.
See, and you're a bit younger than me, so like I remember when it was on Yo MTV Raps. Yeah. Shut up. But I remember seeing it on Yo MTV Raps, like when it first came on ever. You know what I mean? Like I was like, holy shit, this song right here is just blowing my mind, and the way like I was into rap already, like. Like Beastie Boys and stuff, but when I heard the way that he put the words together, and he would rhyme multiples, like it would be more than one word in a line that rhymed.
Yeah, rhymes with rhymes. Yeah,
and that really just blew my mind. I was like, this dude right here is a poet,
Yeah, that definitely set me off though, and I was for sure that I wanted to. And what's wild about that is like, both of my biological parents were actually MCs like in high school, and they did talent shows and all that stuff. Yeah,
wow.
And I had no real idea until my mom found out that I was like, trying to be an MC. It was a strange discovery, man. Like,
really?
Yeah, I was in my room one day, like, and I was just like, I was writing like bullshit raps back then. Like I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just trying to be ill.
Yeah.
And she came in on me and she was like, "Is that you?" Like, 'cause she heard me.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." And it just like from there, it was like,
damn.
Yeah.
Fire.
So she just unloaded on me, man, about like her connection with hip hop and my father's connection with hip hop and things like that. And I kind of felt like, you know what? Maybe there's a reason that all this shit is like happening this way. Like the fact that like I picked up this Rakim record and like it just took me to like another another place, man.
Yeah.
And then like finding out that my parents were like also like hip hop heads and like MCs and stuff. It's like there's no way that this is not like right for me.
So Matt, what got you into hip hop?
I started rapping like when I was 16.
Why?
Shit, the album, since we're talking about albums that set me off, is the Raekwon album.
Oh, okay.
Only Built for Cuban Links. Oh, man.
So was that like the first rap shit you heard? Or?
No, definitely not. But that's the shit that I heard when I knew, like, I was like, man, I want to rip the mic like Ghostface.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so,
shout out to
I remember I used to have my first car when I was 16. I had a tape deck, a badass Pioneer tape deck, and some speakers. Yeah. And I used to cruise around with all the little chicks and fucking Jam, Raekwon and Jizza and fucking pretty much everybody from the Woo.
Yeah.
So,
so you're around my age, aren't you? I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm 37.
You're 37.
I got lucky, and the people that I knew that rap before I did were fucking the nicest cats in San Antonio.
Yeah.
I came up with the dope rappers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lyrical Assassins Dynasty. Shit.
You still mess with some of the dudes you were...
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
My homeboy, Tori, he's my brother, you know what I mean?
Nice.
So it's, you know, they would always be doing shows and I'd watch them, you know, rip the mic, record at my house. It was tight, man. And then I started doing it and I never stopped since, dude.
Favorites? Anybody got favorites right now? I know that my favorite right now would probably be... see, now that's hard to do, man.
It is hard to do top five.
I can tell you...
You don't have to do top five in order. Just give me five.
I'll do top five. Okay, my top five right now would probably be... I would say Conway the Machine.
Conway the Machine. I don't think I heard that dude.
Man, he's fucking
Super
dope.
ill.
Yeah.
Where from?
Buffalo.
Oh shit.
Buffalo, New York. Probably be his partner, Westside Gunn, second.
Definitely heard him.
MF Doom.
Yeah.
Earl Sweatshirt.
Okay.
And my fifth one would probably be myself.
All right. Hey, that's a good list. That's a good list.
I can't even do a top five, man.
Nah,
because my shit changes every day, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, we was talking earlier, sometimes don't even listen to hip-hop shit.
Right.
Might even get on some crazy 80s shit or something.
Right. Well, that's one thing, like, me and you have in common, I guess, both being more on the producing side and, you know, like, we dig a lot. And, I'm digging in Goodwill and shit, and I'm sure you do the same thing. You know, wherever you can find records
I
cheap.
think Ruler digs anywhere, man.
Anywhere, right? I mean,
let's get to check this dumpster out here. Okay. My top five is Jamar Equality.
Yeah.
Blazing.
You know?
I like the Jizza. I like Ghost. And I like Method Man.
Straight.
For
Yep.
sure.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah, and Mad One for sure.
Yeah.
Mad One for sure.
Tell them the time of judgment's near, and I know why you're here, so I guess I'll just begin.
It's the moment you've been waiting, open like penetration. Pistol playing your hit with the opus of dedication. The elevation, the godlike, dead in your light, jaws bite. Never get it twisted, I'm a predator to your type. Long nights up in the lab, it pans out. The official never begging for help, a handouts. If you spin it, then you feel it's a fact to jam out. Give his all, are you ready for more? Down south, underdog favorite. What do you call sacred? Beginning of forever, the songs we all make. Eternally remembered, revered in all states. Hate that, drunk drive with faulty ass brakes, salty ass snakes. My grass is low cut, wig swings towards that'll leave your throat cut. Your throat cut too, give the cobras no love. They have no remorse when exposing your blood. Sucker free ciphers, I take the road up. Forever the beginning is the sound, we own it. Millenniums by the millions of audios worship. Grandma God gangster, eternalist wordsmith. The beginning of forever is now, it all starts here. Hard yeah, infinite shine across light years. Here is the sound, forever remains always. Forever in the day and beyond, yeah that's us. The beginning of forever is now, it all starts here. Hard yeah, infinite shine across light years. Here is the sound, forever remains always. Forever in the day and beyond, yeah that's us always. Forever ever, forever ever. Forever ever, forever ever, you bitch. Forever ever, forever ever. Fuck with my team, nigga, never. Yo, Ruler. Drop that shit, man. Give me a funky ass tight beat, man. Let's keep this eternalist shit going, man.
Yeah, man. So Lords of Vale, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's who we introduced ourselves as. We used to be the Vultures. We were formerly known, the artists formerly known as the Vultures.
Yes.
I mean, the Vultures would mean that there's 7 of us. There's obviously 3 of us.
Right.
That's part of the reason that we've continued on. We have ascended to another plane.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking around.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like, I'm a pretty big craft beer enthusiast. Like, I'm actually a really big alcoholic.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just,
but mostly beer.
Yeah, nah, it's just craft beer. I'm not an alcoholic.
That's
me.
Okay.
Nah, but I mean, it's just I came up with this name, like Lords of Ale, because I mean, I just felt like we're always like drinking different kinds of like craft ales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just something like slick and fucking like cool to say, you know what I mean? And then you know, when I would be in the studio, like I would always plug it, like, you know, like random times, like I would plug it in like my bars or whatever the situation was, and I was like, you know what? that's who we are.
Big ups to
It's
it,
a
too.
bunch of like craft beer drinking like MCs, like Lords of Ale.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah,
because it's true. Everybody in the crew seems like a good IPA or something.
Yeah, if anybody see my Instagram, you would think that I was a fucking alcoholic.
The next session is stressing my last move. Better get a grip, see more shit than the bathroom. Out of control, attacking your throat like a stab wound. Mass murder with fat burger, choking the fast food. It's fast too, you know we're coming correct. More than science fiction, the risk about you out of your death. Cheating your taxes, I'm savage, always live at the back. Hearing these voices annoying, the first sign of a threat.
We in your set, boy. Keep the verbiage like a tech, boy. Spit the poison winds that'll blow the bones out your flesh, boy. Keep my name out your mouth unless you putting on it respect, boy. Trying to move on us to get you wet, boy. That 400's almost at 200K. And I still swing that bitch on a regular day to day. They talking like they above us as if they can pray to K. But they muted in the streets when I catch them swinging my way. And that's exactly how I feel. No question about the ill. These niggas don't know we nerds. Keep thinking we ain't for real. Poppy pitching the flow like it's product for dollar bills. If the flow don't put them down, then believe that the chopper will.
I'm making them sweat, so get the fuck out of the kitchen. Top chef, you rock less, surrounded by gun clicking. Most of all before through all suffer as victims. Either demonstrate your hate or get stuck in the system. This is my addiction, and it's handled accordingly. Intense, got a 6th sense against the authority. The vulture team unclean, acting disorderly. Though it's walk or door beats, nothing beats more than me.
We going to re-in for the record, the bruise already included. A statement of rhetoric, why the fuck you meddling, stupid? The M6 is 2+2 on the Grand Cupid. Drop the hammer, steady the blammer, tighten the grouping. Call it the camera, shooters are flashing you for the photo. Cheesing your dad, give me the bread, I'm out for the dolo. Tucking the fifth, heavier sips, riding the low-low. Holding the grip, loading the clip, bucking the fofo. That's exactly how I feel. Swinging the liquid steel, pull the mark in the pick and we flick the trigger to kill. The L got me slurring when trying to flex the skill. My niggas are hungry for it, we'll kill them all for a meal.
Exit the drug scene, but some things are hard to believe. A holy war is ignored to blow the mark of the beast. Watch for zombies, we gon' read, stalking the streets. Are you stuck in the box? If not, the talk of the sheep. Forget it means, forget the sheepdog, but smoking the leaf. The beat never ends, tell a friend we go for a feast. Slaughter your tribe, homicide, my orders released. Plaguing my poor place, you get short, walking police. My name, let the venom dissolve in your veins. Built with top scholars of rock knowledge, it's all to obtain. Walk through the flames, it's pain, my brain is deranged. Strip you with everything that you claim to maintain. We can range in the game, untamed by the veins of the whites. Transported the man, older a man, slaughtered the mic. Every 51 has begun, drawn to the light. Perfect the guard, check the spark, Montgomery ignites. Nuclear threats, what you expect, forever blessed. Critics need me, open my CD like a treasure chest. I never rest, every step's like a leather neck. Holding it down, molding my sounds like a Memorex. The plot thickets of lock visions, it's written in blood. Keep it dirty like when I bathe, this piss in the tub. Rock for 40 days, my solar rays blister your mug. There's no escape, I'm motivating fit like a glove.
Play a rock to the rhyme to the sound. Gun your ass down to the rhyme to the sound. I don't play a rock to the rhyme to the sound. Gun your ass down to the rhyme to the sound.
I'm not merciful, pop top convertible, bandage, you're burnable, damage beyond surgical help. No, it's felt like Braille in the blind. Shots fired, let it sail through your mind. Mellow me out with a spark, I'm a herbalist. Pen pad journalist, game of death, tournament king. Quiz infinite, God-given intelligent. Out for the loot, a church supply reverent. Creflo dollar, her left no wallet untouched in the clutch of a klepto scholar. Holler for real if you feel what's written. Most lyrical lames say I can't fuck with them. I'm over your head, go fair for the fuck of it. You truly a pawn, broke bread with the government. Snakes, stay awake, made a fate I can live with. Notorious, ready to die in an instant.
Yo, I'm hopping on the track, that's when I'm dropping on the rap. It ain't a radio, but crazy hoes be flopping on their backs. But egotistically, critics be dissing because the mission be dividing fools like Poseidon. This titan splits exquisitely, visit me, yeah. Hermes, always delivering. Catch me on cloud 9 with my niggas who sweet shivering. Looking at all the mortals, telling them about the lines I'm sending them. Showing them raps, even using his name in a few synonyms. Excited, now he's enlightened. Went to the beach and fishing and tried it. Followed and saw a bow, caught a little tan with Apollo. Lit one straight off the sun, told him holler until tomorrow. Hopped on my cloud to drop the axe off the Aries that I borrowed. And he's talking shit from underneath my hunger beats of sorrow. Headed back to reality, using knowledge as cargo. Funny just like money, ain't talking about the Wells Fargo. Now my nigga slapped me in the face. Ace Brown, you Arthur.
93 million miles away, bringing the heat, giving the mic and the beat. Watch the weak retreat, ahead of the fleet, I'm so deep. Borderline discreet, swallowing shit out MCs, cause I am what I eat. Texan, no Stetson, I rep sun, reflection, eternal. No protection from any bomb selection in my journal. I gotta stay up cause my man ruler wise nocturnal. Right now we're giving birth to something new, maternal. I'm earning my keeping while I'm speaking off the deep end, quality creeping on whack MCs to leave you leaking. If you heat seeking, you're gonna find this. The finest hip hop music is defined as something timeless. My grind is something spectacular. Text and check the vernacular. I might be the brightest MC on the planet. Vacular, you talking shit, back it up. This is it, we stack it up and just admit you're whack as fuck. Ain't nobody as bad as us.
Tell you how I creep. Sunk low deep in the passenger seat, blasting the beat with a freak, passing the tree, mashing the feet to the gas, smashing the G. That's sweet. Dog, tell me how you roll.
You already know what up. Roll up the window and light the hydro. Lean back, ride slow. Both eyes wide open. Watch for 5-0.
Hey yo, that's how we do. Switching 4 lanes with a dame that you call your boo, but she be calling boo. From the mall with 2 dimes, estimating the time that be falling through.
I thought you knew. Ain't that some shit? We rolling with your dip and your whip, spinning your chips on a trip out of town, and you don't know shit. Making homemade pornos, bending those
That's
hips.
just the way we get down. Flip wholesale and the retail. Me and your honey skip town. Get a hotel, hit a L, honey strip down. Up the hot sex, me and your honey ship crown.
I don't wanna roll like that.
Hit any old rat with no gym hat.
I don't wanna roll like that.
Can't tap, she got too many badass brats.
I don't wanna roll like that.
Thought you was a Mac, got caught up in a trap.
I don't wanna roll like that.
Getting used and juiced up for all your snaps.
Tell you how I ride, smoked up, toast up, chicken head on my right to roast up.
Hold up.
Tell you how I flip, Joe chick, so thick, maybe too much hips to work with.
Oh shit.
Tell you how I do, slide through my crew, pull a ticket to club or drive through.
Who you?
M-Wig the name, got game, sport flame, I'ma pass this thing to be you.
See dude, everywhere I roll, pimp mode. Roll with me, you bound to see hoes. You ain't know them hoes, niggas, nigga, now you know. It's the same old shit everywhere we roll.
And that's how that go. Flip slump low with a pro with a left zone blow. Hitting splits to the dro with 2 triple O. We ball like Allen, I dribble to the flow. Oh, I don't wanna roll like that.
Niggas wanna smoke, no cash, no sack.
I don't wanna roll like that.
2 dope car, 4 niggas in the back.
I don't wanna roll like that.
Wrong side of town ain't got no gat.
I don't wanna roll like that.
Yeah, flossing at the red light, finna get
I roll
jacked.
with niggas who ride clean, hollers and high beams, gangsta lean, lime green, dank supreme. Stop the bank, make the cream, snatch the stank, shake the scene.
Broke niggas hate your
I
team.
roll with niggas who ride dirty, put work on the fly birdie, supply 30 states away. Hate the jakes, I never conversate with fakes, just bake the cake and scrape the
Yeah,
page.
you roll with niggas who act real. Shoulda got an acting deal. No skill in they rap appeal. Real recognize real, y'all whack as hell.
Make a nigga wanna slap your grill.
You roll with niggas who ride dicks, nothing but sidekicks. Life's a bitch, so you wanna hate my staff. No game, no dough, don't bag, no hoes, oh no. I don't wanna roll like that.
I don't wanna roll like that. I don't wanna roll like that. I don't wanna roll like that. I don't wanna roll like that.
can hate me now that I'm on, fool. I'm back like motherfucking trends from the old school. Roll through with a fresh so smooth, make bums out of dudes. They say I'm too cruel, making chess moves. You niggas finger food. I'm all the way gourmet, fillets getting chewed, money getting made, stage getting sprayed. Please get out the way, cause I done paid my dues. A hip-hop head, here to show you that this shit ain't dead. It's time to put this whack shit to bed. Freedom fighter with the lid, so lightly tread. We don't like what you said, then it's off with your head. Samurai shit, nunchucks to the dome. If it's on, it's on. My nigga guard your home. Sour push bitch made rappers be gone, cause Big Daddy home. I'm in here, put my feet up, and I'ma make it do what it do. Like a fresh pair of gators, gotta feel it brand new. Said I'ma make it does what it does. About to generate a buzz like I'm high on drugs. And I'ma have the game on smash till my pockets get larger than a Kim K ass. And I'ma make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. Double barrel blast flow, call him King Disastro. Quarter around your neck and a foot up in your asshole. Honey, check the mag low, roll with it, God. Game resonate, penetrate, soul of a broad. And I'm so appalled by the way niggas fraud. They way to the top, trying to beat the odds. Think you Johnny Dangerous when we them Texas Rangers, blowing off the hinges with them certified bangers. Speaking pain language, sticks and stones, break bones, you in anguish. Watch the chrome, ATX Rex opponents take bets on it. When it come to this rap shit, don't nobody want it. Spit so I cone it, a skit so I got it. But not controlled by those robotic and demonic. Tito's in a tonic, nigga mix it with the chronic. Hopes call me Adonis, embrace it like an orthodontist. And I'ma make it do what it do. Like a fresh pair of gators, gotta feel it brand new. Said I'ma make it does what it does. About to generate a buzz like I'm high on drugs. And I'ma have the game on smash till my pockets get larger than a Kim K ass. And I'ma make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. Since you don't know me, here's an intro, smooth kicking that ass. I'm my mama's firstborn to go after the cash. Do the 100-yard dash till it's jewels I flash. Till these haters wanna clash, try to come for my stash. Till the paparazzi wanna snap pictures, till these scandalous pictures got their hands out in their eyes on my riches. Yeah, I get it poppin' like the 4th of July. The big city never die, bullets riddle the sky. See, we put it in the air like lie. Keep it fly, even Phil Collins can feel that shit coming at night, right? Right on time with it. Teachers thought I'd do a dime with it and be sinners cause of the crimes I committed. Nope, I'm walking this earth on this soil that birthed me. And Jesus walks with me so niggas can't hurt me, nope. Now your baby mama's feeling the hurt. She see a good beef jerky, so I'm doing it dirty. I'm 730 like I'm fresh out the beam. Don't be jealous cause you lazy and I'm doing my thing. Yeah, I'm young, cocky, ignorant and all that. Some say I'm arrogant and can't fit in my ball cap. But when it's real niggas forget where they balls at. Instead of bucking up for suckers, rather fall back. Instead of bucking up, suckers rather fall back. And I'ma make it do what it do. Like a fresh pair of gators, gotta feel it brand new. Said I'ma make it does what it does. About to generate a buzz like I'm high on drugs. And I'ma have the game on smash till my pockets get larger than a Kim K ass. And I'ma make it do what it do. Make it do what it do.
And if you don't know, now you know.